Hello, Shivkumar ji, are you there? Hello, Shivkumar ji, are you there?
Sir, he's asking for you.
Hello, Shivkumar ji.
Hello, good morning, Sairam.
Good morning, how are you?
Sairam, sorry for the delay from this side today, because the internet connections was a little disrupted, and that is the reason there has been a delay. I'm sorry, one and all. Can we start today?
Yeah, let's get started, Shivkumar ji.
So today here we have the deity for the day being Skandamata, as everyone can see in the slides which will be displayed right now. The first slide which we have here, Skandamata, the deity of the day. As the name indicates very clearly, you can see Skanda being Subramanya in her lap, seated on a lion with all the Chaturbujas, and Subramanya in her lap, and rightly said as Skanda Mata, Mata being mother and the mother of Skanda. So here there is something significant which we can note, that being Skandamata, when we invoke her, when we pray to her, we both have a combined effect of praying to Subramanya and also Ambal. So it becomes a Subramanya Aradhana along with her. And Subramanya, as we all of us are aware of, is the Devasenadipati. According to the legends, according to the mythology, according to the history, being the Lord of War, Devasenadipati, and the leader, the commander-in-chief of the Devas and the army of them, and having him in her lap, so she becomes the war goddess. And Subramanya incidentally was born from the fire, the third eye fire of Lord Shiva. So he's the god of fire, right? And Amba also here becomes, in the form of Skandamata, the goddess of fire. What is fire? Fire, Agni. Agni is what? Agni digests everything, right? Agni digests everything. And Agni is always linked and always correlated to acids. Acid being acidic, being an Agni which burns, which digests everything. So acid, where is acid in the human body? If everyone thinks, we very clearly know scientifically that Agni, the human acid inside which digests, is in our stomach, the hydrochloric acid, according to science. Jataragni, which we call in the Sanskrit terms. In Sanskrit, we say that Agni, that is the acid in the stomach, as the Jataragni, which digests the Anna, that is the food. Whatever food we eat, Anna, Jataragni digests that. So here we have the goddess of fire, who is known as Skandamata, being the deity of the day, seated elegantly on the lion with the Chaturbujas and the Skanda, her son, Subramanya, in her lap and in the war front, annihilating the demonic forces. Right? Now coming to the next slide. Can the next slide be displayed? We have the Skandamata's Dhyana Sloka and the Mula Mantra here, which is very significant. Simhasana Gata. One second. Are you able to see the slides clearly? Where's the screen?
I can see the slides. Obviously, I'm projecting. Anybody else can verify if they're seeing the slides?
Yeah, I
Here
can
the-
see the slides.
Yes.
No.
Can you read out? Because here the screen is having some, I think today the display problem of the net, it's not going clear. Can anyone read it out?
Simhasanagata nityam padmanchita karadvaya
Shubhadastu Sadadevi Skandamata Yashaswini.
Sada Devi, Skandamata, Yashaswini. Skandamata is also known as Yashaswini. The synonym of Skandamata, the other word, the name for her, the Namavali for her is Yashaswini. Yashaswini, Yasha is the Kirti, Yasha is the, the Kirti of a person, the well-known picture of a person, and Yashaswini, known everywhere with all the pride, Yashaswini, Yashas. And so she is known as Yashaswini, Skandhamata Yashaswini. That's a synonym for her. Shubhadastu Sadha Devi. And bestow us with all the Shubha, bestow us with all the goodness, always. So she is the deity of goodness, blessing us with all prosperity, blessing us with all peace and prosperity and bliss. By clearing off all the Agnis, by digesting away all the negativity through the Agni, the fire of positivity. Padmanchita Karadvaya, having the two, Kara is hands and Dvaya is two hands, and having holding lotuses in both the two hands. Padmam, Padma, Ambuja, both are lotuses. Simhasana Gata, Asana is the seat, and Simhasana Gata, seated on the lion. Simham is the lion. Gata, Nitya, always. This is the meaning, and this is the Mula Mantra. And here we have the Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Maskandharupena Samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. Invoking her for the elegance, invoking her for the fire of activity, invoking her for clearing off all the negativity with the flame in her and inside us, and invoking our Jataragni. So incidentally, where is the Jataragni in a human body? Hydrochloric acid scientifically is in the stomach, which digests, and stomach is the digestive organ of the entire body, digesting all the food we take, assimilating all the things we eat, and giving the nutrition to the body, giving the energy to the body, bringing the strength in the body, digesting and creating the body to be more stronger. And that is where we have the stomach, the organ, which is where the Manipura chakra is placed. So we call the Manipura chakra deity as Skandamata incidentally. Manipura chakra, which we had seen in our aura and chakra healing classes, being a very major chakra of the human body. As the saying goes rightly, when the stomach is comfortable, your confidence, your peace of the mind, the presentation, the body language becomes more effective for everyone, any human being, any species. Agattin Alagu, Mugattil Theriyum, they used to say when we mentioned even in the aura classes. Agattin Alagu, Agam is the inside. It was a double meaning. Inside, the stomach being clear, the stomach being comfortable, the whole day goes comfortable. You feel more relaxed when you go to any part of the, any place, anywhere you go, you have any meeting, you become more comfortable. It's an indirect common way of saying. So the same thing is here. When the Jatragni is able to digest, when your Manipura chakra is able to be in a strong and fit way, then you become more comfortable to take in whatever you want to. That is what is the deity here depicted, who is the deity of Manipura chakra, Skandhamata. Coming to the next slide. You have the Skandamata temple as the Shakti Pita in Varanasi. Again, Varanasi being the seat of all holiness in the entire world, supposed to be, having most of the Shakti Pitas there, which are very strong. And Skandamata's Shakti Pita temple also is situated rather in Varanasi again, the holy city of Varanasi. You can see that in this slide. Let us pray and invoke her blessings to shower on us, to bring us with more stronger Manipura chakra, giving us more confidence, giving us more bliss, giving us more prosperity, with the flame of activity in us. Coming to the next slide. Yes. Now we have the mantras for this invoking the deity of Skandamata. The first mantra in Lalita Sahasranama, the sloka here for Skandamata being Vajreshwari Vamadevi Vayovastha Vivarjita. When you split the words Vajra Ishwari, Vajreshwari, Vajra Ishwari, Vajram is the weapon, the strongest weapon which Indra had, the Devaraja has in his hand, Vajreshwari. So she is the bestower of Vajra, the Vajreshwari. Vamadevi being in the left side of Lord Shiva, Vamadevi. Vayovastha Vivarjita. Vayovastha. What is Vayovastha? Vayo in Sanskrit means old age, being oldness, being weak and old. So Vayo Avastha, when you split the words, Avastha is the stage. Just like we have the 4 stages in a human life, just like we have 4 stages in any living species. From the Balya to the Kaumara to the Vayovastha and then going into the Vaikunta, whatever it is. So Vayo Avastha, Vayovastha Vivarjita. Varjita means away from, Vivarjita, remover of the Vayovastha. So, not giving Vayovastha, remover of all the Vayovastha. So, you are always strong and young. That is what is mentioned here. When you, that is indirectly meaning when your inner Manipura chakra is becoming stronger, it's a scientific way of putting it. You become stronger in terms of your body, and you become stronger in terms of having your youth back, ageless, the theory of agelessness. The theory of agelessness, which we speak nowadays in science, where you speak of all the anti-age agents which are used. Here, it's a small and strong practice in a simple way through this invoking of Skandamata and analyzing exactly what you have to eat. It indirectly brings in the nutrition sciences here, where it indicates how we have to be when we take what to eat and what not, to make the body more stronger, to make the body more blissful, to make the body more clear and make the Manipura chakra work in a stronger way. That is where we have the concept of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas foods, the foods which give you more of sattvic bliss, the foods which make your body more stronger. And nowadays we have the theory of where everyone says, every nutritionist says, every advertisement says, where they say go organic, go biotic, eat more of probiotics, go for more salads, go for more vegetables, go for more fruits, all these things which increase the nutrition, increase the positivity in you, increase the sattvic tendencies in you, which increases your sattvic tendencies, by which it brings in, extols your sattvic gunas, extol your intelligence, makes you more a stronger person, and your brain activity increases more positively, indirectly reducing all your cholesterol levels, thickening of the blood, all which are medically related. So here, this mantra is very strongly giving you the sense of nutrition sciences, at the same time indicating and praising the glory of Skandamata and her activity in us. Vajreshwari, Vamadevi, Vayovastha, Vivarjita, Siddheshwari. When all the Vayovastha is gone, you think more, you become stronger, you become more pure, you become more comfortable. When you get all the Siddheshwari, you become with all Siddha Vidya, that is, all Siddhis come to you. Just like we have the Ashta Siddhis, just like we have any Siddhi. Siddhi is the achievement of things in a proper way. Here I would also like to say the Ashta Siddhis, because Skandamata is a Siddheshwari. She gives all the Ashtasiddhis to all the enlightened souls. She gives all the Siddhis, the achievements for all the materialistic people also. That is Siddhi, as I had mentioned the word. Siddhi is a simple word meaning that achieving, giving all the achievements, whatever desires are there in you. It's like the Karya Siddhi, which we are actually incidentally planning to do a workshop, rather a hands-on course actually on Karya Siddhi, which is a hands-on course for Karya Siddhi, which is a very strong, workshop. Rather than a workshop, it's a hands-on training, which we are intending to do later after our second levels of aura and chakra healing, which people can participate and take the benefits of. We'll come to that later. Here, indicating this word again, Siddheshwari and Siddhavidya. What are the Ashtasiddhis? Anyone is aware of Ashtasiddhis, the names of Ashtasiddhis? Can anyone say? Anyway, Lahima, Garima, Varima, I think you would have heard about these words. These are the Ashtasiddhis, which we can discuss later. The Ashtasiddhis are given to the enlightened souls, where we have Vashitva and Ishitva as the seventh and the extreme highest forms of Siddhis, which were there for enlightened. For example, one of the enlightened souls like Hanumanji, Anjaneya, one of the enlightened souls like Swami, Puttaparthi Baba, lot of saints and the enlightened souls. So she is the Siddha Mata, the Mata for all of them, the seat, the mother of all these Siddhis. Yashaswini, again, rightly her synonym. Coming to the second sloka. Yes. Deshakala Parichinna Sarvaga Sarvamohini. Deshakala Parichinna Sarvaga. Sorry, the slides I think have been, misplaced. Anyway, this is the second sloka. Manipurabja Nilaya. Manipura Chakra, as we had mentioned here, the deity being Manipura deity. Abja is the lotus. The Manipura Chakra like an Abja. Why Abja? You have the navel, which is supposed to be a lotus-shaped Mriganabhi in the form of Mriganabhi for each one of us and for Ambal in particular. So that is why we say the Manipura Chakra is like an Abja. All the chakras are like an Abja. Abja in Sanskrit is lotus. Manipura Abja Niraya. Seated in the Manipura, Vadhanatraya Samyuta. Vadhanatrayam, the three-faced one. Ambal being in Trinetri, three-faced one. Vajrayu Kayudho Peta. Vajradi Ayudho Upeta means when you split it, Vajra again, as I had mentioned, is the weapon of Indra. Holding that, Vajra Ayudha, the weapon, Ayudho Peta, holding that in her hand. Vajrayu Ayudho Peta, Damaryadi Bhiravrata. It is here spelled wrongly here. It is Damaryadi Bhiravrata in the original text of Lalita Sahasranama. Removing of all the negativities and encircled with all positivities. Damaryadi Viravrata. Coming to the next sloka. Deshakala Parichinna. All the deshas and kalas. Deshas is all the countries, all the places in the universe. Kala, that is the time, timeless. Parichinna, breaking the limits of all this. Sarvaga Sarvamogini, everywhere, omnipotent, Sarvaga Sarvamogini, cherished by everyone, every living thing. Saraswati Shastramayi. So she is Saraswati, the embodiment of all Shastras, Guhamba Guhya Rupini. Guhamba again here, Subramanya is also known as, incidentally, everyone is aware, known as Guha, the other synonym for him. Guhamba, she is the mother of Guha, that is Kandamata again. This is again a synonym for her, praising her. Guhya Rupini, a secretive form of energy, the flame of energy, the fire goddess, providing all the energy and the fire in us. Have the fire in you, then only you succeed and become active for an activity. When will this fire in us generate? When our Jataragni is intact, when we are having the Jataragni in the right form to digest all what we eat and all the sattvic qualities to be extolled from us once the digestion happens. Panchavidham annam, that is what they say, pachayanti jataragnihi. These lines are mentioned in Bhavanopanishad, which gives the essence of aham brahmasmi sciences, where this Jataragni thing is mentioned in detail. I just wanted to quote that here, Bhavanopanishad, which also we'll be dealing in the Aura Chakra classes in the second level. Now coming to the last slide here, which indicates the chakra, the Manipura chakra, in English known as solar plexus chakra, which we have in our stomach area, and we invoke that and learn the qualities which are mentioned here in the slide, which we have already seen in the first session of aura and chakra healing, along with the deity Skandamata for the day, to bestow us with lot of fire of energy to make us more stronger, give us more positivity and prosperity, and also to give us the fire of activity where we complete all our desires and deeds and reach Karya Siddhi. Thanking you once again, and again a very sorry for today's delay due to the internet connections which were disrupted a little, and I hope everyone bears with me and has been patiently waiting. Thanking you once again for that. And any questions?
மாமா நிறைய டெம்பிள்ஸ் வந்து வாரணாசி நார்த் இந்தியன் ஏரியால இருக்கு இல்லையா நம்ம பாக்குறத.
Yes, yes.
So on the area when I talk to நிறைய North Indian friends, I don't see them chanting Lalita Sahasranamam or anything. But so how is that Lalita Sahasranamam is more towards South Indian area or South Indian friends more than North Indian area?
Yes, it's a very, very interesting and a very very beautiful question where it has to be answered, because it's true. What you said is true. Why this has happened is, as I had mentioned earlier in the beginning, the first day of Navaratri, when Triputa extolled all these deities, and from then when Navaratri also started, and when this all chantings started extolling the glory of Ambal, various places in this world, especially in India, various places had various ways of chanting. Some chanting had to be happening through Lalita Sahasranama. Some were chanting down the south, the same translation of it as Devi Mahatmya, that is the Lalitamba Shobhana. Then they had Abhirami Andadi. Likewise, in the north, it was more to do with Saptashati, which also we'll be doing as a workshop later, which will be very interesting for everyone. It's a very powerful, that is Devi Mahatmya in Sanskrit. It is Saptashati. Sapta means 7 and Shati is 100. 700 slokas of Devi Mahatmya. The same 700 slokas, which is a essence of Lalita Sahasranama. So different ways of chanting was done in different places. That was the only difference. It is the same essence of Lalita Sahasranama in a more extended way, which is mentioned in Saptashati.
Lalita Sahasranama?
Yes, ma.
Okay, got it. So our seeing of difference and நம்மளோட seeing of difference is different. Yeah.
Their way of seeing is different, and they see in the form of not just the all the Shakti Pitas. They see it in the form of Jagadamba, which is in one form rather than Shakti Pita. Though there are many temples, in the sense, as you said, rightly said, though there are many Shakti Pitas in Varanasi, all the Shakti Pitas have been put in one category as Jagadamba for them, for North Indians. And that's why they go into Saptashati, which gives a description but of each of these Shakti Pitas separately. Like Lalita Sahasranama, where we have all the 56 main Pitas, but there in Saptashati, they have the main 56 Shakti Pitas along with the remaining, because the total is 108 Shakti Pitas. It's a simple thing. Just like where Sati's face fell, when a face falls in a place, it's not only the face, when it when it spreads out, and the face one kannu will be somewhere else, one will be somewhere else. So they are all sub Shakti Pitas. So total it is 108 Shakti Pitas.
Okay, got it.
Anyone else?
I had a question, Shivakumar Garu. So when we did the first level course, right, of auras, Manipura Chakra, we spoke about the deity is Lord Narayana,
Yes, you're
right?
right.
And the mudras also were. So when I practice it, I visualize Lord Narayana when I'm practicing. Now, when we look from a Navratri perspective,
Yes.
goddess has Subramanya Swami in her lap. So when I practice, or when we practice, it's okay to visualize either Lord Narayana or Devi with Subramanya Swami, because Subramanya Swami was is deity for Agya Chakra. Right? So what is the difference? I was just trying to understand.
I really appreciate this question. I think everyone has to take a note of this because it's a very, very clear, important question, clearing lot of things in a very small way. She has asked it, but it's a very, very important and a very deep question, actually. Here, coming to the answer of this, I have to tell you one thing here. What she said is right. Manipura Chakra in the aura classes, when we started, we described each deity and we were saying Manipura Chakra is to do with Lord Narayana. And we were also describing the posture of how he is relaxed and he's having the Yoga Nidra, and how we feel so relaxed when the stomach is. It was a direct correlation and scientific correlation. And here with the Navratri perspective, we come saying here it is Skandamata for the Manipura Chakra, the deity of the day. And also we see Subramanya is the Lord of Fire, and Subramanya earlier we described as the Agnya Chakra deity there in aura classes. Now, take the deeper sense of this. Can you guess why the same deities are put in different places here? Now, when I say this, I will come to the answer of this in a deeper sense. Parabrahma Swarupa, as we had mentioned, suppose you have, for example, in a simple layman's language, you have one, okay, we take one paracetamol, for example, a medicine, which everyone takes for a headache or a fever. You have it in America in a different brand name, right? I don't know what is the brand name there. In India, we have it in different brand names. You have Pipanel, you have Crocin, you have Dolo 650, you have syrup of paracetamol for children, different dosages, right? Different dosages also, 400 mg, 600 mg, 650, all this, and also the brands which are different in name, right? For a child, you cannot give Dolo 650. Only a syrup is given. For a different person who has an allergy to Dolo 650, Crocin suits him. But the base is the same paracetamol which is there. So the same way, the energy is the same, and the visual, the first day, as I had mentioned in the Navaratri Prarambha, you would have noticed and you would recollect that the form is not there. It is only the energy which is there. And for each one's convenience and discipline, the divine has been projected in different forms. And also the first day when we mentioned here, Trikuta herself brought out this concept to us. That is why Shri brought out, though she was the embodiment of the all deities put together, because it's only one energy, but she came out with 9 energies to protect the world, just bringing it, emerging it out from her own body. What does that indicate? Aham Brahmasmi, Tvamasti Nasti. Introspect in yourself, the Brahman is inside yourself, and there is no difference. It is only how you visualize the deity and what convenient deity you can visualize in your chakras. The basic principle is chakras are there, chakras have to be enhanced, and for that a discipline has to be formed, and for that you have each deity to be placed in one place, but the deity forms can shift to any energy levels. And when Subramanya is in the Agnya, and here is in the stomach, and when Narayana is in the stomach, the Manipura, he can reach out to the Agnya also. That is how you balance the chakras is what is the technique and secret mentioned here. When you coordinate, that means each chakra is important and each deity is important, where you coordinate all the forms together, ultimately to see that you equilibrate the chakras. rather than just concentrate. When you go from that level, you just concentrate on the chakras later after the practice goes higher in your level. That's what we are going to come out also in the second levels, where we'll say regarding this in a very detailed way. So the question was really apt, and it is to understand only that there are many forms as a visual media, but ultimately it is only one form, that is the Brahman inside you, nothing else. Right?
Thank you, Shivakumar Garu.
Anyone else? I think today I am really, really sorry once again for the internet interruptions, and I have wasted, I think, 10 minutes without, in the sense you all, keeping all of you waiting there. You'll all be busy and Navaratri is there, so go carry on with today's course of distributing all the Sundal and everything to others, and enjoy the day. Once again,
you
see
so
you
much.
all tomorrow, and all the blessings of Skandamata to each one of us, to
Thank
bless
you.
us with a lot of fire of activity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.